In this movie, we'll take a look at animating filters. What we're going to do is make text blurry and have the blurry text animate to being clear. If you're following along, I'm in 07_blur_text.fla in the Chapter 12 folder in the Exercise Files folder. This file has one layer called text, and on that layer is a movie clip with text inside of it. The name of the movie clip is MC Text, as you can see in the library. So let's select the movie clip on the stage, click the Filters tab at the bottom of the screen, and we'll apply a simple blur filter. Click the Add Filter button, choose Blur, and then what I'm going to do is I want the lock option to be off. The lock option is on when you see lines coming out of the lock. If you click the lock button and you see the lines, the lock will appear to be unlocked. Now we can blur the text horizontally and vertically separately. The first thing I'm going to do is turn off the vertical blur. So I'm going to set blur Y to 0. And then, in the blur X field, I'm going to type 255 and press enter on my keyboard. 255 is the max value for a blur. You can see on the screen that the text is pretty blurry. Let's select frame 14 in the timeline, and then press F6 on the keyboard to create a keyframe. Now what we're going to do is take away this blur. Select the movie clip on the stage. In the Filters tab at the bottom of the screen, set the blur X to 0. Now the text is clear. So now we have blurry text on one keyframe, clear text on the other keyframe. To animate them, all we have to do is create a motion tween. Click in between the two keyframes, then right-click or control-click on the Mac and choose Create Motion Tween. Test the movie to preview the animation. Command-Return on the Mac, Control-Enter on the PC. If you'd like the text to stay on a little bit longer, you could extend the timeline a little bit. Let's do that. First, we'll close this window. We'll select frame 30 in the timeline, and then press F5 to extend the timeline to frame 30. Now let's test the movie again. Again, that's Command-Return on the Mac, Control-Enter on the PC. Text fades in and stays on for a while. And so that's how to animate using the blur filter.